In our MPX program, what we learned about was sustainability, and rather than just learning it in the classroom, we kind of dove deeper into the subject and we built a hydroponic system. And with the plants that we're growing in the hydroponic system, we will then use it in our MP Iron Chef competition at the end of the year. And I think that learning about sustainability is like a big topic for us because it can kind of help us educate the world and make this world a better place.
Okay, so the purpose of our build days is to give students more than the 85-minute period for construction projects. It's a time for students to plan, design, and construct their hydroponic systems. It's a time for students and their peers to work together. We use a variety of hand and power tools to construct our systems. And it's really a time for students to work together with themselves and build their systems.
Over the course of our year-long project, we had a lot of problems that we needed to overcome. And the first one I'd like to talk about is when we went to Home Depot to gather our materials. When we went to Home Depot, we gathered materials such as our reservoir for our water, a lot of wood and pipes. So when we got back to MPI to start working on our actual construction phase, we realized that the wood that we had told Home Depot to cut, they hadn't cut it correctly, which threw off our design. So in order to fix that problem, we had to do a lot of improvising to make the wood fit. The second problem I'd like to talk about is during the growing phase. In the growing phase, we started off with some seedlings that we mixed with some fertilizer to help grow. We had the seedlings growing pretty well until we decided to put them outside so the sun could basically help them grow. We left them outside over a long weekend, which ended up being kind of windy and stormy. And when we got back to school Tuesday, we saw that the wind had blown over the seedlings and they had basically died. The last problem I'd like to talk about is during our construction phase as well, and that was when we had a lot of lack of experience. At the beginning of the project, only a couple of people really were familiar with power tools and construction, and because of that, it slowed down our process a lot.
Okay, so first off, we put seeds in seed trays which we left in the pen. They would be exposed to wind and rain, so that didn't really work out. So we had to buy seedlings which we transplanted into our system, and the lettuce grew extremely well, maybe too well, so we had to harvest that multiple times. So right now we have new lettuce seedlings that we are growing inside of our system, and many of our other plants during spring break died because of drought and disease, and so we replanted those with new seedlings.